Doctors of Reddit, what is something that you wish everyone knew about their body? This one is more about medication. Antibiotics only work against bacteria. They are not some kind of wonder potion that cures anything, and they should not always be given. Please stick to your prescription the doctor gives you. Even if you already feel better, don't just stop unless the doctor says you can stop. A lot of medication needs to be taken according to the prescription in order for it to be effective, because you build up the doses to an effective level. Stopping or not sticking to it really decreases effectivity. Ejaculating blood happens to most people at least once in their lives, and in 99% of cases it resolves without taking any action within a week. It doesn't even warrant a doctor visit. Peeing blood, for both sexes, is a serious medical emergency and you should immediately go to the ER. Ejaculating blood happens to most people at least once in their lives, and in 99% of cases it resolves without taking any action within a week. It doesn't even warrant a doctor visit. Peeing blood, for both sexes, is a serious medical emergency and you should immediately go to the ER. How to eat healthy. Just because you're skinny doesn't mean you're healthy. Especially the teenagers who I take care of. Sometimes I will ask them what's a healthy food your doctor wants you to eat. Rarely do I get a right answer. I feel like the internet has so many fad diets, and family members rarely cook, so families don't know basic nutrition facts. That there is a wide range of normal. Don't be embarrassed by your body. Having said that, if you are concerned about anything, ask your doctor. We have generally heard it all before, and trust me, we have, nearly always, seen it all before. Maybe you have something that has been bothering you for ages, but you were too scared or embarrassed to ask about it. Just ask. It might be nothing and you have been stressing about it for no reason. And if not, then you are at least one step closer to getting it fixed. No one can help if they don't know. There are no stupid questions, so ask away. I'm always amazed when I have been asked about something that has been bothering a patient for years and years, but they were too embarrassed, scared to bring it up. Most of the time, it is nothing, a completely normal body function feature. Other times, it is something that should have been discussed right away. You know your body best, so speak up. Don't wait for the doctor to ask the right question. Some people seem to think that if you act healthy for a bit, it'll make up for being a wreck. There are so many things wrong with this. Just one example, antioxidants are like gas for your car. You can store up a certain amount of vitamins, but your tank can only hold so much. If you binge and overfill your tank, it doesn't do anything. You excrete it out as waste, and you can't expect to go the next several months without gas just because you tried to overload it before. You're going to still need to get gas. Same goes for your fruits and veggies. Had someone tell me he went vegetarian for a few weeks, which meant he was done for the year. He was dead serious. Had a patient at risk for heart failure try to insist that if she stayed away from salt entirely for X days weeks, she should be able to have her fill of McDonald's fries and ramen. Had a patient at risk for heart failure try to insist that if she stayed away from salt entirely for X days weeks, she should be able to have her fill of McDonald's fries and ramen. Had a patient at risk for heart failure try to insist that if she stayed away from salt entirely for X days weeks, she should be able to have her fill of McDonald's fries and ramen. One thing I've tried to reach my daughter to is that there aren't any good bad foods. There are sometimes foods and always foods. I don't ever want her to feel guilty for eating certain foods or feel like she needs to punish herself for eating a bad food, judge others for eating a bad food, worry when she eats one, or see it as so off limits she becomes obsessed with trying to get it. She has a big sweet tooth, but I'm super proud of her because since she was really little, she's known about our family's 1 sweet a day rule. Anything with sugar counts as the sweet, so even a small soda is considered that. If she has a piece of candy at home and then goes out with grandparents who offer her cookies, she'll tell them she already had her sweet and will take the cookies home for tomorrow or to share with others. I've also noticed how much it helps her choose more carefully what sweet she wants, so if she picks some ice cream she really savors and appreciates it more. Something for folks to chew on, especially if you're trying to get the junk food cravings under control. Gamify it somehow, build a healthy rhythm around it, and let it just be a thing that you enjoy, same as you'd enjoy some other indulgence like a good TV show or something. I think there are a lot of obvious ones, like how lifestyle choices in your 20s impact your health and quality of life in your 40s. It would help if more patients knew their family history, though not everyone has this opportunity unfortunately. Prevention is becoming more and more important in medicine, and treating a disease in its early stages is a lot better than catching it late. If you have family members who had ovarian or colon cancer in their 30s, that is very significant for your own risk. The screening and tests we run might change, depending. If you want to start the pill, it's important to know about breast cancer, DVTs, clotting disorders in the family. If you're a bit overweight and have no metabolic syndrome problems in the family, compared to a bit overweight but both your parents have type 2 diabetes and cardiovascular disease, the management priorities change. Asking your family about any recurring diseases or diseases that occurred early, 20s, 30s, maybe 40s, can be helpful. Don't do DIY surgery or hold off on reporting things that are obvious warning signs. Don't be the guy who tried to remove his skin cancer with a knife. You need some kind of exercise. Doesn't matter how you feel right now, sitting for 12-16 hours a day will have negative consequences. Type 2 diabetes is more serious than most people realize. I work as a doctor in hemodialysis and most of them are due to diabetic nephropathy. It also affects your eyes, nerves, immune system, etc. Simple life changes can help you, but Noon seems to care. I even lost 9 kilos myself because I had a family history of diabetes and to be healthy. Podiatrist here can confirm, diabetes is one of the worst conditions to have and most people really don't take it very seriously. How to check for skin cancer. If you see any moles or anything that are A. asymmetrical, B. odd borders, like they are jagged or something, C. color, different colors, D. dearmate hair, grows, E. evolves, go get it checked out. It might be skin cancer. Where the orifice each gender urinates through really is. Antibiotics are not some magic cure for every pain in your body, nor for the flu or common cold. Never ever boil breast milk. In my country there is a popular belief that breast milk jaundice in newborns can be treated by boiling one's breast milk, but by doing this you destroy all the nutrients and it basically becomes as nutritious as water is. Do not give honey to children below the age of 1. Do not rub your child with rubbing alcohol as to lower his fewer baby wipes. Don't substitute daily bath showers. Yes, I am a pediatrician. There is no cure for cancer as it is traditionally thought about. Cancer is a class of many very different diseases, each with very specific causes, i.e. some molecule that went wrong allowing a cell to multiply out of control. Even within the same type of cancer, i.e. lung cancer, there are many types of lung cancer, such as small cell, large cell, squamous cell, etc. Even within the same subtype of cancer, there can be different molecular mechanisms that caused it, requiring different approaches to treatment. Looking for the cure for cancer is like looking for the cure for disease. Many simpler diseases in the body can be compared to a car. When you don't get regular checkups and take regular care, it's not like you'll notice something bad happening right away, just like how you won't notice a missed oil change a couple thousand miles later. But diseases like diabetes, high blood pressure, alcohol dependence, etc., they all sneak up on you, just like how eventually, that engine won't run as smooth. The second thing is that your body isn't like a TV remote, where you pop out the old batteries and put in some new ones. You can't expect to come into a hospital and walk out feeling 100%. People have some unrealistic expectations of what doctors can do, and there is research which demonstrates how TV shows provide the public with these false beliefs. I'm a Grey's fan also, but it's not real medicine. This is going to sound really basic, but I wish my patients would know what meds they are on when they come to the hospital. At least once a day comes somebody in who goes, yeah, I take 8 pills in the morning, 3 in the evening, and 4 at lunch, but don't ask me which. You're a doctor, you should know. I beg of you, before going to a doctor that has never seen you before, write your meds, doses and all on a piece of paper. You often will feel normal even with high blood pressure. It's often found incidentally. So don't wait until it gives you symptoms you don't want to go through. You only get one body. The way you treat it has a significantly higher impact in how your health will end up in a decade than what sort of interventions we can give you. You really should treat your body like a temple. That the immune system is an incredibly complex and nuanced organization of cells that communicates readily to destroy anything deemed hostile within the body. It helps explain why vaccines are supposed to work, why allergies come and go, and why transplants are hard to successfully pull off. I'm a dentist, and if you don't take care of your gums, your teeth will fall out of your head and you'll get pissed at me when your jawbone atrophies and your denture doesn't fit anymore. Baby doctor here, about to graduate. Unless you have liver or kidney failure, your body detoxes itself really well. Don't get scammed by these detox teas and whatever. Injuries accumulate. I cannot stress this enough. Little kids have no business lifting heavy weights or getting pushed so hard in sports by some of these coaches who seem to have little knowledge of physiology or don't care about the long-term impact of the regimens. Stuff like this really changes people's lives. It's okay to seek treatment for your mental health. Don't feel ashamed because you were diagnosed with an illness. Seeking help is a strength, not a weakness.